Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a quick layout share today, and a layout that I did with my November collection obsession, of course, which is 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Spice, the most gorgeous colors. But then you can see here that you can also get a little bit more of a neutral color palette as well, with just pops of color. So it's quite versatile as well. So this layout I just did Sunday. I finally had a little bit of a quiet day, a day to myself. I probably should have been doing chores. I did a couple just so that I wouldn't feel too guilty, but I did get a lovely walk-in, and I just felt like creating a little bit of a layout. So no sketch, no challenge, no prompt, no series, just a layout that I did in the afternoon. So I used this lovely background paper, which is a tone on tone, and I did a little bit of stenciling, of course, on the background, just to bring, because my photos here, you can see my photos are very green, and there is some green in the collection, but I felt it wasn't popping, so that adding a little bit of the texture paste here on the background would just make it all pop. There's a little bit of shimmer and shine, of course, because I used some glacier paste from Nuvo, and one of my Crafters Workshop stencils 6x6 that I really love. So I got that on the background, used two photos, and these are two photos from the walk that I took with Colleen and Jay when they were here visiting late September, early October. And you can see the autumnal feel of this layout, although in particular the day that we were there, it was absolutely crazy. I think it was like 29 degrees or something. It was autumn by the calendar, but certainly not by the weather that day. But I took my artistic license with that. So as I said, I got my stenciling down on the background, and then I triple matted my photos using the 6x8 papers. And you can see here I have a little bit of the green, the espresso type or dark chocolate brown, and this gorgeous plaid. And each layer or each mat is just slightly wider than the previous one. Overlap my photos and have them askew, which, as you know, is one of my favorite ways to put my photos. And then I had the branding strip from this paper, and of course some of this gorgeous chocolate brown paper left as well. So I just sort of tucked those under just to sort of spread the layout a little bit, spread it out a little bit. Tucked in two of these lovely tickets that I got in my Happy Mail from Scylla, which look fun. So that sort of gave a fun little spreading out of the layout, and I quite like that, but it leaves it as a central design. So then I have this chipboard piece that I really wanted to get on here, and I tried to get this on a previous layout and it wasn't working. So I definitely wanted to get it on here and also have a little bit of a nod to the foliage, the flowers and foliage prompt over in Rediscover Your Stash. So I popped that there, and I really like the look of that. And just by having this stick out a little bit, this gave me the perfect spot here for my title. And I went into my stash and I got some of these gorgeous gold letters. They are on a sort of aqua foam, but you can't see it enough here to detract. And if you do, then it just sort of brings in this little bit of a teal color popping out here. So it all works perfectly. And my title, Taking a Breather, because that's what we were doing that day, just taking a couple of hours out of a day to just be in a little bit of nature in our urban setting. So this is a lovely, lovely little park, only about 3-4 kilometers from where I am, and actually just behind where my mom used to live before she moved into the residence that she is currently in for semi-autonomous people. So taking a breather. So I got that down, and then of course you know how I like my filled corners, and I love sort of a little bit of a diagonal feel, although this starts off diagonal, but it doesn't continue into a diagonal feel, but I still really, really love the look. And this I took a little bit of it, this is a little bit of a nod to Helen, who does this type of clustering up in a corner fairly frequently. So what I did here, and I love it actually, and something to know if you have some of these gorgeous large flare from Hey Little Magpie or from Scrap and Happy Studio. These are the flare that Sarah designed to go specifically with the simple, with vintage artistry spice, and that size fits perfectly in these chipboard pieces, sort of like these round chipboard frames from the Spice collection. And I sort of love that effect, so that I've got the green in the background, but then the pop of orange and a few words here. So it's a good day. Love, love, love that. And then I used just one of the chipboard flare from the Spice collection to pop there. Brought out and started to use the baubles, is it bubbles and baubles from the Spice collection, and a few of the enamel dots from Carta Bella that was in the Happy Mail, the lovely, lovely package that Scylla sent me. So I got that down to finish this area. And then I had these pumpkins out, and as I say, like the weather was more summer than it was autumn, but I just love the pop of color. It's nature. I don't do Halloween. I haven't done a Thanksgiving layout this year either. And actually, oddly enough, my birthday was the day before Thanksgiving this year, but we didn't actually do anything for a variety of reasons this year. So I haven't done a Thanksgiving layout. Maybe I should think about doing that and get a couple more pumpkins on there. But I love the pop of color, nature related, fits perfectly. And I sort of wanted it more in the middle than over onto this side, so I could get just a little bit more embellishing here. So Autumn Days, one of the chipboard pieces, some enamel dots. And then over here, I popped to bring in some more of that green. I popped one of the Chadney cameras, wood button cameras here. Another one of the baubles, which says One Fine Day, brings in a little bit of the purple. And a couple of enamel dots there as well. So there you have it, my friends. I'm definitely enjoying this collection. I'm enjoying a little bit more quiet time in my craft room. I've been doing some organizing. As you know, it's been just, October was just one of those months. And I'm finding that as things are getting slowly back to normal, I'm needing a little bit more silence, quiet, just puttering time in my craft space. So thank you so, so much for being here with me. I hope to be back on the weekend with my regular series. I missed them this past weekend, but I hope to be back on the weekend with May I Scrap With You and Sketch Sunday. So I will see you back here very, very soon. Thank you so much for your encouragement, your support, all the lovely messages that I received from you. I am so, so very grateful. Thank you, my friends, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.